Namaskar, India. We are back. We are back now with a new perspective on Nuske Nuske season 1 to 3. We have heard you multiple times. Many of you have been telling us that, sir, we are using mobiles, we are using laptops, mobiles, laptops. We are staying in houses which are near the power transmission lines. Sir. Mobiles, laptops, Wi Fi, power transmission lines. What's the common thread that links all the four? Power, okay, radiation, vibration, energy. Very interesting, sir. At the outset, let me welcome Dr. Sujit Paul on another wonderful episode of
Namaste,
Wellness
namaste,
Ke
Arpan.
Nuske. This time we'll be talking about radiation, all encompassing, around us, omnipresent, everywhere. Sir, radiation, though it the word has a lot of negative connotations. मेरे श्रोताओं के लिए सबको लगता है रेडिएशन नेगेटिव है, but wasn't radiation always present? हमारे आसपास ही था रेडिएशन हमेशा.
See, radiation was always present, but if you see currently, the quantum of radiation have increased drastically. Let me give you some insights, and even my viewers can do the experiment at home. If you just check, see, there are a lot of instruments, where you can check the radiation levels nowadays. I'm not recommending any specific brand or similar for the sake of neutralness. If you check when a phone you're actually charging and when a phone you're not charging, you can actually check the quantum difference of the radiation that increases when you're charging the phone. So similarly, radiations have always been there with us, but the quantum levels have been extremely low and optimized. And when the quantum levels have increased at this point of time to that level, there is where the alarm bell starts ringing.
Interesting, sir. So you're saying radiation has always been there, but of late हमने ये देखा है that radiation levels have been much above normal.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, I have a perspective here. The sands around India, possibly in the erstwhile territory of Travancore, Kerala, वहाँ पे they tend to have the highest reserves of thorium, which is in sand. Okay, so this thorium uranium also would be emitting radiation. So the reason why I'm coming to thorium is what I have read from my 10th class. Sorry guys, my science is slightly weak, but I still remember alpha rays, beta rays, gamma rays. Which radiation, sir, is the most deadly which you feel, technically or otherwise also?
See, what happens, as I say, it is the quantum of radiation and the penetration level of that radiation that actually determines the quantum of negative attribute that it would create on the body. So it is not about the alpha, beta, gamma rays. It is about the quantum of alpha, beta, gamma rays. And the quantum increases and enhances because of whatever the number of towers, the number of gadgets, the number of all these 5Gs that we see now, the 6Gs would come.
3Gs, 4Gs,
Yeah.
5Gs, 6Gs, yeah.
So these are the reasons why, to get something of speed, to get something of ease of work, we are actually hitting very hard on the health.
Sir, but you tell me realistically, sir, uh, office going people need to work on mobiles. A lot of the white collar workforce needs to work on laptops. Kids need to do these kind of e-schools
Yeah,
via systems.
true.
Sir, tell me, even the housewife, grihini, or the house husband also. Let me tell all of you, we don't believe in stereotypes. We break stereotypes. So the house husbands, housewives, house person, whoever, even they are using microwave.
Yeah.
So realistically, how can we kick the butt of radiation? We cannot.
Yeah. So what ideally everyone should understand is that how you can improve is use only as much as what you need. Overusage is the killer. Now, I know that in today's modern world, you would need your mobile telephones, you would need your microwaves, you would need your dishwashers, you would need multiple other stuff that you have. But overusage of anything really is the key that you need to work out. For example, that if you are overusing your mobile telephone, multiple different gadgets that you have, there is where just build a control mechanism. Of course, there are other fencing mechanisms that is possible, but my only suggestion is that people should use within the desired limits. That is important.
Since we are from healthcare, I would not even call it the business, the service of healthcare. I would just like to draw attention of all of us, मेरे श्रोताओं के benefit के लिए. Picture this: you're going for sleep, you're listening to fabulous music, you have your AirPods on, you have your headphones on, and you've slept. The mobile is running, the tablet is running, and you're sleeping. Over usage, right?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. And not only that, see, people wear multiple trackers in their hand and the Bluetooths are connected.
wearable devices. Yeah.
Yeah, so do you really need it? That's the point. Now that's the point that you need to always self-question. Do you really need so much of trackers and variables, variables, other devices alongside to you? You don't.
So the cruel irony is, ये इसको measure करने के लिए भी टेक्नोलॉजी ही है.
Yeah, absolutely.
आपको, if you want to see how much mobile you are using, you have a screen time app. Again, you are going to radiation to track radiation.
True.
See the cruel irony. तो मेरी आप सबसे विनती है, सर ने जो बोला उस पे स्पेशली गौर फरमाइए. मोबाइल जब जरूरत हो तभी यूज करें, सोने के टाइम पे ना यूज करें ना. वो कहीं जा नहीं रहा है. वो आपका बेटर हाफ, बॉयफ्रेंड, गर्लफ्रेंड, फैमिली मेंबर नहीं, वो रहेगा. आप उसको बाजू में रख दीजिए सोने के टाइम पे. मोबाइल हो गया, माइक्रोवेव जब जरूरत पड़े तब यूज कीजिए. हर खाने में माइक्रोवेव बनाने की जरूरत क्या है? कुछ
Not
कुछ
only that, I think the world is reshaping itself where over communication, over data,
ओवर शेयरिंग.
oversharing are becoming killers. If when mobile telephones were low and availabilities were not so much, you never used to kind of use it to that level. Do you think relationships are getting better by this? No, it's not. It's reverse. So people need to be more careful what they're doing. It's like that.
सो आई थिंक सर यू आर फोर्सिंग ऑल ऑफ अस टू वेयर आवर थिंकिंग हैट हियर.
That's important.
Correct, we have to think hard, because radiation, sir, I just wanted to ask you this also. Between addiction, dopamine release, and radiation, I believe there is some sort of a linkage which I am unable to figure out right now. Can you throw some more light
The
on that?
dopamine does not get released, when you are addicted. An addiction is usually not a great story. So moment you are getting addicted to all these digital devices, by default, you are building tremendous powerhouse of radiation across your entire body ecosystem. So oxytocin dopamine does not gets released like this. It actually gets released when you're out of all this trash. And that's where you build your calm and peace of mind, and that's where the oxytocin and dopamine starts getting released.
Calm and peace of mind. Very rightly said by Sujit sir. Calm and peace of mind वो तभी हासिल होगा जब आप ये मोबाइल, जो हो सकता है फ्यूचर का इडियट बॉक्स बने. आप सबको पता है इडियट बॉक्स क्या है. उसका सेवन जो है, उसका यूसेज जो है, कंट्रोल में करें. राइट सर? फैबुलस. सर, ये तो हो गया वो डिवाइसेस जहाँ पे कंट्रोल नहीं कर सकते हो. सिंस इंडिया इज डेवलपिंग अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर मेकिंग हाउसेस. their houses are going to jungles, or they're going close to power stations, substations, close to areas where there are massive electronic industrial sized devices
Yeah,
happening.
true.
How do these people who shield themselves, because they are being exposed to radiation, not necessarily being addicted but
True.
exposed.
See, there is less that people can really do about it, and that's where we urge the governments that they should really work towards ensuring that the country or the land in which these people stay are more safe. Now there's an oxymoron in terms of scientific development activities that goes through, but it's so much important that the government is more sensitized, and they work with the corporates and the industries to ensure that there are optimal methodologies which have been used, and wherever these high power voltages of radiation goes through, they do fence for ensuring that people do not stay in and around there, and there are limitations of geographies that they mark. Now we are far away in countries like us, where we are staying. We are far away of those kind of
Here,
thoughts even.
existence itself is an issue, so
Yeah,
radiation
that's what I
is.
said. Yeah, so it's basic roti kapra makan is the point. So they don't even see or think about radiations.
Correct, sir. So it's about striking a balance, and yes, here also it's about existence. Maybe the radiation debate will come after some time. Continuing in the vein from where we left last time, now there's a trivia for my viewers. मेरे श्रोताओं के लिए मेरे को जानना है, जो भी पहला आंसर देगा विथ द मोबाइल नंबर, विथ एज, नेम एंड सिटी, विल गिव देम स्पेशल प्राइज. व्हाट्स द क्वेश्चन? द क्वेश्चन इज, एवरेज मोबाइल फोन से कितना रेडिएशन एमिट होता है. आई रिपीट फॉर माय इंग्लिश व्यूअर्स आल्सो. from a mobile device, how much radiation is emitted every second or every minute. Whoever gives the first answer in the comments below with the necessary details of contact and mobile number and city and stuff will get a prize. Okay, as we go to the last section of this engaging discussion, which affects us on a minute to minute, second to second basis, I would just like to know from you, sir, for the benefit of our viewers, for the sake of our viewers who have been glued in for quite some time, हमारे व्यूअर्स उनके फ्यूचर जनरेशंस और खुद को बचाने के लिए टू सेव themselves from this radiation, what all can they do and what role does medicine have in this?
Medicine does not have any role in safeguarding from radiations which are getting exposed from outside. Of course, getting exposed to radiations, medicine does works to an extent, but that's not the point. I think what the next future generation need to understand is to use their mind properly, to get back to nature much more, to get back to scenarios of living life much more than surrendering themselves to things which are not really so much important. And that's where the thought process comes into action. That's where the scenarios for the next future generation, where they can actually think well and understand what is really needed and what they can push and postpone or may not be needed. And in that way, they can really cut off many, many gadgets what they're using, and they can save themselves to an extent from this exposure of radiations.
So it is balanced usage of technology,
Yeah.
optimum usage of
Yes.
technology. I know for our viewers, sir, it is easier said than done, but
True.
somewhere we have to take a stand.
True.
And we have to make it happen.
Yes.
Fabulous, sir. And for my viewers, the email ID here, you see the email ID here, the mobile number here, please drop in your feedback. Please let us know what you want to hear from us. We will come back to you with topics about which you want us to speak, but you might be uncomfortable speaking about. We have done it in the past, we are doing it now, we'll also do it in the future. Thank you very much, Dr. Sujit Paul,
Thank you so much.
for
Thank you.
illuminating our viewers with your viewpoints. We look forward to every second of
Sure.
your presence on our screen. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, India. Bye bye.